Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. How about you?
Okay, that's great to hear. So, before we start our lesson today, let's pray basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
First thing first, I will check the attendance of our students today. Is there anyone that can attend today's class?
Yes, ma'am.
Who?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay. Now, please everyone look at the screen.
Yeah.
How do I make it? Let me tell you how. Okay, everyone, please look at these pictures. What do you see in the pictures?
Mie goreng,
Have you ever eat mie goreng?
every day.
Do you like it a lot?
Yeah, so much.
It's so good, but don't eat it every day, okay?
Yes.
Now, everyone, if you look at the back of the packaging, what do you see? What do you see?
How to make procedure? Yes.
There are instructions and also instructions pictures here on how to make the product.
Yes.
So, do you know what we are going to learn today?
Procedure.
Alright.
Yes.
Next. Now, the definition of procedure text. So, a procedure text is a type of instructional writing that provides step-by-step guidance on how to perform a specific task or process. So, typically, it includes a title, materials needed, and a series of sequential instructions. So basically, procedure text is a text that tells you on how to do something step by step. Text procedure is usually handy for cooking, building things, using gadgets, or more because the unique complex task becomes easy to understand and follow. Next is the social function of a procedure text. The social function of a procedure text is to provide clear and concise instructions to help individuals carry out a specific task or processes effectively. So, yes, so it tells people on the step-by-step and guiding them to make something or to use something.
Yeah.
Can I continue?
Yes.
Next, the structure of procedure text. How many are the structure of procedure text?
Three.
There are three. What are they? Number one.
First is
Two.
material ingredients.
Number three.
Steps.
Now, the goal or the title is the starting point of a procedure text. So it sets the stage by providing a clear statement about what the reader are trying to achieve by following the instructions. Next, materials or ingredients. It is a list of everything needed to carry out the task. Materials and ingredients are quite different, right? Materials include like tools or equipment. Meanwhile, ingredients is like the list of food items that are needed to carry out the task. And number three is steps. These sections provide a detailed step-by-step guide on how to achieve the aim or the goal. So yes, it is including the step-by-step in making something. Next. Language features of procedure text. So number one is simple present tense. In making procedure text, we use simple present tense. So why do we use simple present tense in procedure text? Does anyone know? Why we use simple present tense? Yes, because procedure text makes the action is immediate, as if the reader is doing it at the present time. Number two is, the next is using imperative sentences. Do you know what is imperative sentences?
No.
Imperative sentences are commands that tell someone to do something. It's like, can you give me the example of imperative sentence?
Yes, sure.
How? What the example? Oh, pour the sugar
Yes.
It's like a command to do something.
Okay.
Number three is connectives or conjunctions. Of course, you all are familiar with connectives or conjunctions, right?
Yeah.
Can you give me the example?
And.
And, then,
In.
next.
Next.
What else? Firstly, secondly, thirdly, lastly, after that, and etc. And the last is, so adverbs can provide additional detail about how an action is to be performed. Do you know the example? Like it's slowly, steer it slowly, like that, and wash the vegetables thoroughly, and etc. Next. Here, do's and don'ts in writing procedural text. The first is do's. Number one, write steps in order. Yes, we have to write the steps in order because if we do not write the steps in order, of course the reader will be confused, right? So it's very essential for us to write the steps in order. And next, keep words simple. In writing procedural text, the instruction must have to be very clear so that it is better for us to keep the word simple so that the reader can easily understand the purpose, the meaning, and the instructions of the text. Next, add pictures if it's helpful. Of course, we already know that some question text has additional picture to engage the reader, to make it interesting, and also it can show what are we going to make by following the question text. Next, use booleans or numbers. And lastly, use booleans or numbers because yes, it is just the rule of the procedure text. And also, don't. Number one, don't use complicated or confusing words. So remember to avoid using words that are complicated or not easy to understand because we want the reader to get the message easily. Next is make it to detail. You don't have to make it to detail, just make it very simple, very quick, and very easy to understand. Skipping steps. So yes, we cannot skip the steps because if we skip the steps, then it will ruin all the instructions. Number four, only use words. If you want to make your procedure text is interesting, you can consider adding pictures if it helps the reader get the point better. Next. So, this is the example of procedure text. Let's read the procedure text together, shall we? Okay. How to clean roads. Materials, soil, meat, manure, trouble, flower pot, water heater. Steps, first, take a bag of fertilizer, use trouble, then mixing fertilizer with soil until blended. After that, put the ground mixture to the pot and arrange carefully. Next, plant the roots to the pot carefully so as not to break. Then, water the roots using a paddle. Finally, the roots is ready to grow and look beautiful in the pot. Now let's analyze this procedure text. This is example of a good procedure text. It has the word, it has title, right? And then it has the materials, the list of the equipment that is needed to perform the task. It also written in English. Then the steps. Now look at this underlined word. Yes. What is it? Does anyone know? Conjunction. Yes, it is conjunction. Now, what about this word? This green colored task. Adverb. Yes, it is adverb. Carefully is an example of adverb. Okay, let's continue. Now, I want you to compare the examples of previous procedure text with this. Do you know what is missing from the text?
I think bullet or
Yes. What else?
materials.
The ingredients are not completed.
Yes.
What else?
Conjunction.
There's no conjunction. What else?
Picture.
It doesn't have, yes, it doesn't have pictures. What else? One last thing. It doesn't use numbers or language. So let's check the answer. So the procedure text, this is how the procedure text is supposed to be. It has a picture, it has the complete ingredients and also the tools, the material, the completed steps and the unit number. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Before we go to the assignment, do you have anything to ask?
No.
Or is it clear?
Yes.
So that means you're ready for the assignment? Are you ready? Ready? Okay. Here I have the worksheet. But first, I want you to make a pair consists of two people. Now I will give it to you, the worksheet. Now everyone, look at the worksheet. Yes, you already have one in your hand. Okay, I want to read the instruction first. The first, take a look at the process of how to make paper flower below. Give a number to each picture to show the correct order. Number 1 has been done for you. Continue for the rest of the process. Do you understand the instruction? So you have to fill out these circles with the correct order. Okay. Now the second task. After completing the task above, fill in the materials needed to make the paper flower according to the picture. Okay, so you have to list all of the materials that are needed in the process of making the paper flower. You have to do it in pair, right?
Yes.
And lastly, look at the disordered steps in the process of making the paper flower below. Arrange these steps in the correct order and write it back on the paper. So you have to arrange this incorrect order of steps on how to make the paper flower. I will give you 10 minutes, starting from now. Okay, are you finished?
Yes.
Now please, one group, you have to come to the front and explain and show us your answer. Okay, please come to the front.
The procedure of how to make paper flower. The material for the first is cardstock paper in pink, in color pink, dark pink, and green. And the second is scissors, and the third is ruler, and the last is rubber bands. And the step is first measure with a rule 21 times 10.5 centimeters strip of paper and cut out the paper with scissors. Next, fold the paper. Next, fold the paper lengthwise. Make a straight line in the middle, then fold all the four corners to the middle. The third. After that, take one of the sides so that meets the middle and do something to the other side. Then make 12 fold papers in total to make the petal. And next, take a fold paper and take on top of each other with the green paper on the top. You must have three pairs of petals now. Lastly, that the first layer fold it up and reproduce to each of the points and layers. Now your paper flower is done.
Give applause for yourself. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone. Now, after following today's class, what have you learned about today?
How to make
Taking that
language picture of person
language teachers of personal text.
True and false,
Unique and of personal text. Then,
structure.
yes, the structure of personal text, definitions, and social function.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about today's learning? Is it fun?
Yes.
Is it fun?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's all, everyone. See you next week. And let's say Alhamdulillah together.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.